AI has changed how the society works. Basically, the whole digital age and AI changed how the society works. In what ways do you see your behavior has changed because of that?
I'll go to facial recognition because everything now that has a camera, and the cameras are actually getting better and better, and we get more resolution and details about everyone. So even with the masks on, it recognizes your orbicular muscles, so it can recognize everyone. I would say I feel kind of safer because of that. If someone stole my car, it would be pretty easier to track him down in this day of age opposed to 5 years ago. Much different, much easier, and that gives me maybe a false sense of security, because if that information is accessible to just some people that made it and it's safe, or maybe just locked out and given to the AI itself, I'd feel much safer.
I don't feel safe at all. I feel very scared, to be honest. That data is so, our data, what we do online is so easily accessible, and the facial recognition, I know it's useful, it's convenient, but in another way, it's very questionable. I mean, governments and other corporations can use this for very bad things. It's a double-edged sword, is most of technology.
Did you guys watch that documentary? The family that just embraces the advantages of AI and facial recognition and everything. They just gave in to
the new world.
Information is basically all around us. Information about us is sold maybe online and we don't even know it. When you agree to using an app, you give them the info.
I mostly listened to Moghaddam Harari these last few weeks, and he had a conversation with another person, and she said that we trust machines, the AI, more than we trust people. And I actually agree. I trust my phone to predict what the weather is going to be. I trust my phone to tell me who's calling me or something like that. Whatever the phone tells me, I would trust it more than I would trust someone else telling me. Because where would he get that information? But I just assume that the phone, the AI, has the information and it is true. So I think that people are much more trusting of the tool, basically the AI and the technology, than they are of people behind the technology.
Yeah, but on the other hand, they still swallow out the technology they get. I mean, people are building smart homes, the cars are getting smarter, they're
smart cities.
Yes, exactly. So I think you really need to work hard today and change your life completely if you want to stay out of technology. I think it's an inevitable thing that you will use it sooner or later, in a way.
AI is really competing with us in the race of who are we, basically. I am kind of going through life wondering who am I, what is my purpose, what am I going to do, and stuff like that. And AI is doing something very similar. It's trying to figure out who are we, what makes us tick, what will, make us click on something, basically how we behave. So I think it's kind of a competition, who will figure it out sooner.
I wouldn't say this is a competition between species. I mean, we can live in harmony, and there is no reason to even start thinking that they would go against us. I think that is a wrong approach. I would say most of this talk, what this was in thought that humans as a species will come together one day in some way, at least. That's the only way we go.
That is like the biggest thing that is lacking right now. We have the technology that is global, but the humanity is not. We still live in countries, we still live in clans, we still live in tribes, basically, So
we're tribal people.
Yeah, we have global technology, but the people are not yet global. So I think that is the first obstacle we need to overcome. We have to just step together globally and say, yes, we are one.
I would say this looks like this. This is where you go utopian, and this is where dystopia happens. It just crumbles society, I would say. I don't think it will last long, even if you go into the dystopian future.
So what will AI be to our kids, to the generations that come? Will it be something that's just there, taken for granted, or will it rule them and their lives?
This completely depends on which future we choose.
I think again. It all comes down to the message we spread and the mentality we want to have and the future we have.
I would say either way, AI will be a part of their life.
Yep. Yeah.
There will be no choice in that.
We have the tools to build something in the future. We have so much money, we have so much progress, we have so much tools that can help us develop our future. but we haven't asked ourselves what is the future we want, where do we want to actually live in, and I think that's the part that we need to think more about, and that's why I think these kinds of conversations are a part of that, just thinking about what is the world that we want to live in.
I'd also like to use the quote from the Guardian: "Garbage in, garbage out," because the more garbage we feed the AI, the more garbage it will produce, and the less garbage we the better we try to be, and feed it true info, better science. It will be better.
One more thing I was thinking about is that AI has started to make decisions for us. So basically, as people, we are needed to make less and less decisions. AI tells us, which road to take when you drive a car. AI tells us, what the weather will be outside. It gives us so much information, and it actually just gives us the decision, so we don't have to decide. All the information that AI and the internet has is available to us, but in the end, it still has to be our decision, what we want,
Yeah,
my biggest takeaway is that I think we need to put positive messages out, as much positive messages out into the world, into the AI, so it can learn the positive mindset.
So can we update the quote to less garbage in, less garbage out?
Yeah,
It's of course it's gonna get some garbage in the AI. So something
I
I
would
post
say-
is garbage to someone else. Definitely, someone out there is gonna think my post is garbage.
we have to just be more human and come together as humans, to not just use the technology, but use it as a tool to connect with humans, because it's the greatest tool for connecting with other humans. That's why I think the biggest value is of technology.
Just spreading information about this is important. I think just sparking conversations with people, and so the line can continue. They talk with someone else who talks about it. So you can inform people, and that's what I can do.
If I can add to that, is be mindful and observe how you use technology and how often do you use it, because then you will notice how present it is. So I appreciate your kind of thoughts and questions, and yeah, see you next time for another conversation.
About what?